Okay, fellow option traders, here's a follow-up to the Amazon earnings play that I did. And it turns out that kind of hit a home run with it since the, let's see here, go to Analyze tab. Well, it's gone now, but the market maker move was what, 23 something or somewhere around there. And it exceeded that a little bit. So we were looking for it to drop to 292, and it's actually down to 286 right now. So if we look on the risk profile, here was our target with the market maker move right here on this dotted line, and this dotted line is where it actually is. So at the moment, if we were to turn around and sell this, we could say analyze opposite trade and unlock it. So we could sell it for roughly $29, and we paid $14 for it, so that's a little bit more than 100% profit. Sell it for, collect $1,500 roughly for one contract. So that would be pretty darn sweet. Now it turns out, let's undo this here. It turns out that both, actually any of these, this one, the expiration for today is at 17/24. The expiration for next week is at 16/03. And the regular November expiration is at 15/88. But remember, the real reason why we jumped into this November one was if it went wrong, we might be able to salvage something. If the, let's take a look here. If this one goes wrong, if we were up here at the market maker move to the upside, it would have been a total loss, practically. So it would have been, we would have paid $11.40 for it, and we would lose, we pay $1,140 for it, and we would be down $1,091. So that would have been a huge hit, whereas the November expiration, if it had moved up here, would just be at $1,078 after paying $1,500 for it, so it wouldn't be a total loss. We would have been able to recoup something. Now let's take a look at, we have a delta. If you notice the delta, we're going to look at the volatility in a minute. If you notice the delta of the one that's going to expire today is at 1, a 1-to-1. So for every dollar that the stock moves, this option is going, this particular strike and expiration is going to move $1 with it. The November 1 expiration is at 92, so for every dollar the stock moves, the option contract value is going to move rounded off 93 cents. And likewise for the November 14th, the delta is 87. So for every dollar move, it would be 87 cents. So you don't get the one-for-one that you would get up here, but you make up for that by not getting burnt so badly if you're wrong. But if you're wrong, you're going to get burnt anyway. So if you're prepared to lose this $1,100, then it's probably a wash, because you're going to lose $1,100 here too. So I guess it's probably pretty much a wash. So where would we have made more? We're looking at 1544 here, and we're looking at 1677 here. So another almost more than $200 difference. So maybe the best bet is to buy that current week expiration and just be prepared to lose the whole thing. So this was a fun exercise, I think. I want to take a look now at see here. I'm going to shrink this down. Shrink it down. Bring this over so you guys can see it. Okay. Now let's take a look at. Take a look at our first view here. So here is yesterday's view, looking at this IV here of 127.50 and 40. Let's go 128.50 and 40. Let's jump over here. It's now at. This was at 40. It's now at 27, and 128 is now at 58. And what was this one? 50. It's now at 28. So this one lost about 50% of its IV. This one lost about 30%, and this one was at 39, and it's down to 27. So we didn't lose too much on the premium side. I thought that maybe that might make a difference, but after running these numbers and doing sort of an actual simulated trade here, I do believe that next time, if I'm thinking about doing this for real, next time I will pick the next Friday's expiration. Well, the next Friday. In other words, today. So the current week, let's put it that way, the current week's expiration is the way that I would do it. All right, hopefully I can label this one correctly instead of calling it Baidu like I called the other one Baidu. Boy, talk about a major senior moment. That was a biggie. All right, so anyway, somebody called this a lottery play, and I guess it might be a lottery play. You actually have a 50-50 probability, which is much better than any other any lottery. I mean, I don't know of any lottery where you could be at 50-50. So instead of 1 in millions of chances, we have a 1 for 1, actually, or 1 for 2, I think. Is that what you call it? Yeah, I mean, and if you did this every time, would you end up with more winners or what? Well, how would you pick a direction? When you look at the current trend, I don't know. It's you would want to win a little bit more than you would lose. And if you did that, you would be, if it makes the move, it's got to make the move. You know what I mean? It's got to make the move. So, if you get the big moves and you're right, that's a good thing. If you get the big moves and you're wrong, and you get little moves and you're right, you're going to end up losing a lot of money. So let's say, you do 10 of these and you're right on 7 of them, but the 7 that you're right on were little moves and the 3 that you were wrong on were big moves, you'd probably end up even. So I would be happy with 6 out of 10. Because then, out of 10, you'd still be up $1,000 or 2. So that'd be pretty cool. Anyway, that's it for this particular earnings play. It was kind of fun. I have another picture here. When was this? When was this one taken? This was, I don't know how this gives me a date here. I didn't include the date in the snapshot. This must have been after the market closed, I think. Or it was early this morning. This one is the snapshot, the same thing, and this one is the same thing. So pretty much, I know what I did. I just took, this was before the market opened this morning, and it's just picture of the risk profile for each of the expirations that I picked. So this one is the November, because this box is checked. This one is the November 1, and this one is the Oct 4. Okay, so that's it. It was fun. I wish I would have done this live now, but shoulda, woulda, coulda, as they say. So thanks for watching. Have a great day, and let me know if this tempts you to do any plays on earnings. Happy trading.